Good morning, everyone. Before we get into this morning's update, I would like to go over a quick overview of what's transpiring in the market. We've got about a 10 to 12 minute update here as I got to get my son to school. I have to leave here at 8:20, but I wanted to put an update out this morning before we went. As you can see, XRP is up about 2.3%. It still feels weird to say we're sitting at $2.34. Yesterday, we made a move up to $2.49, and we'll take a look at the pattern consolidation. Bitcoin's right around 95,000. It's had a 2.38% pullback. It looks like we have an inverse head and shoulders set up, but like we have said, if it possibly plays out bearishly, that could turn into like an M topping reversal. I wasn't expecting that, but I'm not going to be shocked if it happens. It's just I was looking for the surge on the inversion on this pattern, but right now it looks like we've got something like this set up. Kind of like a little bit of a rising channel. So it's definitely something we're going to have to watch out for here and see if this breaks down from here and then starts pushing back towards 83,356. So basically, if we're watching this morning, this is basically what we've done. Can't come outside of this. You come outside of this, so we've got 93,494. If we lose 94,394, this would likely invalidate this pattern setup. So we're just going to have to watch it from a standpoint of, is this going to become a breakdown here? We're going to have a breakdown this Monday, or is there going to be some big news that comes out? Same thing with Ethereum. Ethereum's rolled down here to 3,600. That's down 3%, so that's not a good optic for like the altcoin. So you're going to see some of them, like look at XLM's down 8%. So we'll look at some of these setups here because we could get hot here again this morning if this is just a normal consolidation. After XRP went to 249, we were asking for a pullback so that we didn't go unabated too far. And right now we've gotten a nice little pullback here. So we'll go through all of this. We'll look at the news and notes, and I'll give you a nice technical analysis here before I leave. So good morning, 8:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, December 2nd, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So we already hit 3 key points here on Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin. Bitcoin's the big one because it hasn't technically broken down. That inverse head and shoulders is still set up, but that is a volatile swing that could lead to further consolidation if we pull down too far. So with XRP, if we look at this consolidation, it's still phenomenal because it back tested the $2.22. So that was the technical target out of the descending wedge, and that came up. Our first big target was $2.22 out of the wedge, and then our main target is $5.49. Now we came up to 250 basically, and we back tested that $2.22. If that holds and this plays out appropriately, this is a very bullish consolidation. And maybe we are going to get some news today about the XRP ETF. That's the rumor today, that the XRP ETF is going to be approved today. If that happens, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be absolute chaos. So that's the downtrending resistance we have right now. Now we're trying to formulate an uptrend. We talked about this yesterday. We don't know where it's going to be. But if we can start some kind of pennant flag, if we can start some kind of bullish consolidation like this. Now today we've got a little more evidence on where it could be. This could be very bullish if it plays out like this, and this ends up being the downtrending resistance, uptrending support, and we play through it for a minute. This would be like a bullish consolidation. So that's what we have to see right now. Is this going to hold? If not, $1.98 would be our next stop. It was $2.22, then $1.98 to retest the 2021 market high before the breakdown back into the bear market. Are we going to back test it as a new layer of support? Those are your two options right now. Option 1, very bullish. Option 2, still bullish. But option 1, super bullish because it would create a pennant flag if it holds 222 as a support. That's just how it goes. So we'll see if this ends up being a pennant flag throughout the day or if this ends up being a breakdown pattern. But right now, I don't hate what I see. It's just you can very clearly see we're in a consolidatory moment. So that's where we're looking right now. Our spot trades have been doing absolutely phenomenal. It's just we're in a holding part now. And like I said yesterday when I was at 248 to everybody, I would not be mad at you if you took profit or if you sold outright. Because some of you have been in since 30, 40, 50, 60 cents. And it's just, that's the way it goes now. Now you have to make an open and honest decision with yourself. Do you need the profits? Do you need the money? Are you willing to let it ride? So, everything, I mean, from what I'm seeing, nothing looks out of the ordinary here this morning. Nothing. This all looks prototypical. We look like with Bitcoin, we're doing a consolidation. And we'll see. Bitcoin's going to tell us very quickly now if this is going to be a fall through pattern here now. If this falls through and this inverse head and shoulders breaks down, whew. And I had some exposure to Bitcoin to play it until the breakdown of 90,000. It was about a $28 risk for me, which is actually interesting because if this pulls down, you can see the topping reversal pattern here if it were to pull down. Like, just take a look at Bitcoin here. And yeah, I know it's still got room to work. It can still come down to 93,000 area and be fine. Even 90, about 93. But look, if it pulls down like this, then you could start to see that's a pretty defining pattern if something like this happens. So we've got to pay attention whether or not Bitcoin's going to have some kind of big calamity pull down like that and end up coming all the way back to 73,000. So what we want to see is that channel maintain. If it comes down all the way to the channel, we would like to see it bounce off at 93,000 and then come back up to 104K. We still have a technical play out for Bitcoin that has not been fulfilled, up at 102,000 roughly. Actually, the technical target's 122 off of its massive cup and handle it formed that it's already broken out of. And the only thing left to do is finish out the massive cup target. The handle target's been fulfilled. The cup target has not. So I know we're consolidating a lot today, but I'll be watching this very closely to see if this is a breakdown or a real consolidation here. Shake some people out. And now once the ETFs are back online this morning, something big happens. Well, we're going to see very quickly together here this morning. Gold was getting hammered overnight. And it's actually rebounded here as of late. And it looks like it created some weird inversion here, like inverse head and shoulders. But we'll see because the gold-silver ratio is starting to bounce up here. So it kind of looks like gold might be starting to form something versus silver. So, but we'll see. $10 off. Got to invalidate this little bullish consolidate or bearish consolidation from a breakdown perspective. But we have an inverse head and shoulders, so it's a very bullish consolidation. If this plays out, it has a big inverse head and shoulders. So very shaky in the market today, the way it's starting. The U.S. dollar currency index is up about 0.5%, up to 106.36. It's criminal to be that high. It's really putting a lot of sweat on the backs of each of us. I'm just being honest with my audience. So we don't really want that. So we're going to watch, see if XRP, in fact, can break out of what looks like we could possibly have started a pennant flag consolidation, which would be great. Which would be great from over here. Because yesterday we had no evidence, so we had to guess. We were trying to guess how we could get this kind of a setup. And now you can see it. It actually had to come out farther. And if you take it from the beginning, I mean, this is the consolidation round. If this can hold, that would be like, that's a pennant flag consolidation if it can hold. Now, is it going to hold is the question. I like the look on this chart better. But is it going to hold is the question because it came right back to the 222 target. So if you're talking about a bullish consolidation, we can give each other hope. If you want some hope, if it breaks out, I can show you hope and then I got to go. So if this breaks out, and we'll just say it breaks out by sometime throughout the day. But if it does break bullish out of this pennant flag, you're looking at $3.04. If it does not break bullish out of this pennant flag, you've got a support at 198 and then likely a return down to about 162. But that looks like the start of a pennant flag consolidation possibly. It really, really does. If that's the case, we could get hot here real quickly. XLM, is it in that same Yeah, see, this still did not give up this formation. I think this is a good way to look at this. I really think this is a good way to look at it for Ethereum. You take away the head formation right here, the little overzealous, and you got the support, Now new support. I mean, I think this is a good way to look at this. This could also be considered maybe a pennant flag consolidation with an overzealous drop down earlier in the pattern. I'm just saying this could be optics here this morning. So be cautious, protect your capital. But if these play out as pennant flags, XRP is going over $3. So I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you appreciate my content. Look in the video description below and our pinned comments if you would like to trade some of your favorite cryptos. I don't have time to go over the whole spew, but make sure to hit that like button. I'll catch you guys later today. I'll do a short this afternoon, and then I hope to see everybody in the live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we had a lot of lives this weekend. I did 3 yesterday, so it was pretty fun to watch this market in real time, but now we got to go back to business. So make sure to hit that like button and have a safe morning.